Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Soebbing. We've got some new products here at the shop that I wanted to show you all so you guys can take a peek. We've got some really awesome ones to show you today. We got new Tula Pink. We have reprinted Tula Pink, which almost never happens. We have some new cotton and steel, and we have a boatload of new beginner kits for those of you who love our Split 9 patch series where you can learn to make a quilt from start to finish. Let's start with the Tula because I know you guys are all really excited about that. We always get real excited for Tula here at Quilt Addicts Anonymous. So they reprinted Linework. So this one is Tula's one where you can kind of see what it looks like when she does her designs. We'll look at it on the layer cake because you can really see it really well there. You can actually see she draws on grid paper when she is creating her designs and to help get everything symmetrical. And you can see some of her actual Linework drawings from her most popular lines in black and white on these. So here you've got some of her signature drawings, and then it's all just black and white. So this one, you probably can't see it on camera, it's her falling bird printed with white on white. We have the zebra with little bits of color in there. They're Tula's signature colors. We have lots of florals, and always Tula is known for doing like a thing within a thing. So you can kind of see here that we have a little skunk face that's made out of flowers, so that's kind of cute. Nice little bit of, but it's a really good black and white line to coordinate with all your Tula. So here's her new hexi print with the rainbow of color in there, but again, it's mostly black and white with just teeny bits of color here and there. And it really is very, very pretty. Here you can see this looks super cool. That's so fun. This one you can see better this way. Little marsupials there with lots of sun, it looks like, in the background. We have some peacocks, polka dots, this is her falling bird. Again, you probably can't see it real well. It's just really like gray. So it really is just, you know, really just that stark contrast to black and white, but it coordinates with all Tula. So I didn't get one of these the first time around. I think I'm going to have one this time to add to my Tula stash for me to work on someday. I wanted to match this collection today, by the way. This and her solids, which we're going to take a peek at next. So like I said, they rarely reprint Tula, so this is probably the last they'll do of it. So if you missed it the first time Linework came out, grab some now or forever hold your peace. We've got fat quarters minus the one I'm going to keep for me. We have some 10-inch charm packs. We have the strip rolls, and we have the 5-inch charms. Now Free Spirit has changed the way they're doing pre-cuts. They are doing just a normal straight edge. It's not a pinked edge. So what I recommend is just leaving it in the plastic until you're ready to do something with it. Otherwise the ends can get a little fuzzy before you're ready to do anything. But if you just leave them in plastic, they'll stay nice until you're ready to start sewing with them. Or you can start sewing right away because they're so fabulous. All right, so next up we have the new Tula solids. This is unicorn poop and dragon's breath. So basically unicorn poop is the one ridiculously funny name, but also the more pastel colors. So they're really pretty, really gorgeous. Again, coordinates with all the Tula stuff. And the dragon's breath is a really deep colorway. So we've got, you know, your greens, your teals, some indigo, and then also get into your fuchsias, your pink, and of course your hot oranges, which she loves. And then you have the same, but on a much more, you know, calmer colorway. So if you want to get the fat quarters, they're split up into the really vibrant and the really pastel. All the rest of the pre-cuts, you get everything all together. So this one is everything in it. You start off with your pastels and then you go into the darker dragon's breath. And so that's all together in one strip roll. You'll get to mix and match, have some fun with it. Same with the charm pack and the layer cake. Oh, that is so fun. Look at that color. Oh, that's just so fun. I cannot wait to make something fun with this. This just looks so, so cool. So check that out. The new Tula, this coordinates with all the Tula. So I know sometimes Like what we see often is people like to get like the big bold Tula prints, and then they don't get the coordinates, and then they don't have what they need to make it work, because you do need to have some place for the eye to rest. So this is a really good way to do it. So any Tula collection you have, you can grab this, you can grab the Linework, and it gives you a nice cool place to rest. I think I may need one of each of these as well. So y'all are gonna have one less to pick from, because I'm a Tula fan like all of you, and I'm gonna need some of these for my stash. So that's cool. Shop while you can, because Tula tends to go fast for us, so make sure you grab it while it's available. Next up, we have Camp Creek by Ash Cascade for cotton and steel. I really am excited about this collection. It's a very earthy collection, which makes sense because of the camping. But they also, cotton and steel usually does a couple of canvas prints. So we did a new variation of the Tourist Tote. I really love how this one turned out. It's a very dark fabric, so you don't have to worry about spills on it. But there's little bits of just teal, or not teal, of just like a dusty purple in here, and then that white moon. And so we paired it with some cork called Shimmering Pearl, and it looks white when you just look at it on its own. It looks like an off-white, like pearly white. But when you pair it with the purple, it almost brings out a little bit of like that gray purple undertones, and it looks fabulous. We really love how this turned out. We have a nice light lining, so you can find everything you need. I use this bag almost every day in my life, not this particular model, but a different one that I made, and it just holds up so well. I can throw everything in it that I need: kids' diapers, knitting project, wallet, you know, everything we need, it goes in this bag. We went to my in-laws and had some time out in the pool. Everything we needed for the whole family, change of clothes, all of it fit in this bag. It's called the Tourist Tote, and it just is fabulous. It's not hard at all to sew with a cork. It's really nice and easy. It bends easy, it folds easy, and it is very, very durable. I used mine for about 3 months before I put it on display back when we had a brick and mortar shop. The only wear and tear you could see on it was just a little bit of the color coming off on the corners, which you would expect to see on any bag, and it's still going strong, like at least like 3 years later, and I still use that bag all the time. Now there's nothing in this, it's, you know, totally empty. The body is strictly coming from the cork, and then the decor bond that is inside both the canvas and the lining. So I love the combination of canvas and cork. It really makes for a durable bag, and it is so fabulous to work with and will stand up the test of time. So we did that project with Camp Creek. Now let's take a look at the pre-cut. So if you want to do a quilty project with the two, you can. I think this line is so pretty. It's got a lot of dusty colors as well, which you would expect to find out camping, some nice earthy tones. And then we get into some nice olive greens, but in a very modern way. Like, this does not at all tell me, like, speak to me in like a Civil War repro. It is a very different brown and green than that. This is very modern. It will look great in your decor. We got any campers out there? I know a lot of people have been doing that in the pandemic to sort of keep themselves busy in a nice, safe way. This would be really fun to take with you. There's that fabric that we used in the lining. Actually, this is the one that was in the lining. And then we get into some more tealy blues, and they're just so pretty. Just so like minimalistic, but in a good way. And just look at that color palette. It is just so pretty all together. This would make a really, really fun quilt, especially one where you could do like a no neutral quilt. We have several of those available over at shop.quiltaddicts.com that I've designed over the years. Congruence would be a good one, because you have, and that's in my book Fat Quarter Workshop, because we have clear color definition. We have some color here that we could put together. This is another clear color, clear color, clear color. It's just so cute and so fun, and it really, you could have a lot of fun with this. All right, so we've got this in the fat quarter bundles. We also have the strip roll, and we've got a 5 and a 10-inch charm pack. And don't forget about the bag kit as well, because that is super adorable, super cute. So you can really have some fun with this in your stash. All right, last but certainly not least, we have 3 new beginner quilt kits plus 1 restock that you guys just couldn't get enough of. We're not always able to do restocks, but we were today. So this is one of the new ones. It's called Vanity Fur. It's a fabric collection. It's from Dear Stella, and the fabrics are super soft. They print them on shirting, but it definitely works for quilting cotton as well. This one is great for the cat lovers in your life. I think it would make also a good play quilt for a kid. It's got a little cats, and they've got little glasses on, and this one looks like he's wearing a sweater. He looks happy about it though. I can't imagine most cats would be. But we've got some great coordinates to go with that as well. So we've got the nice pink, and this makes a lovely little pop in the little corners. And then we have some outlines of cats and some little kitty paws, and then our nice background. So we have yardage of this available too. So if you want to get a quilt kit, you can do that. And then you can also get your backing. And if you have not heard of our beginner quilting series, it is over 5 hours of content that you can watch for free, and it comes with a free split 9 patch pattern, and it shows you everything you need to know from start to finish, from the tools you need to how to sew your 1/4 inch seam to how to press, how to cut, all that stuff. And it walks you through everything you need to know in making your first quilt. And if you download our pattern, the split 9 patch pattern, and you haven't used the coupon code already, it only works one time, then you're able to get 20% off your first purchase on beginner products, which are going to be some notions, these kits, and the coordinating fabrics, so you can get everything you need for your top, your background, or your top and your backing, all at 20% off. So check that out. This is option number 1. We're going to take a peek at a couple more. So this one is called Magic of the Serengeti. Is a fabric line. It's from Cotton and Steel, and I feel like this one is super fun. I feel like this would also make a good kids quilt, but also anybody who is a fan of jungle anything. Let's take a peek at the fabrics. So first of all, we have to look at the background. It's giraffes, and they go, it is kind of directional, but it's okay because you can just turn your quilt every which way. But it's nice because it's something that's going to be in the background. It's going to dress it up, make it look a little cooler, but it's still a very nice light print that's going to contrast with everything else. Then we have these beautiful zebra, and it's just the heads. It's very nice. I really just love the way that this looks. It's not a lot of color, but it is super fun. And then we have it in another colorway. Still more zebra. This is really a very earthy, but again in a very modern way. Like, this does not at all read to me like the Civil War repros, because it is very modern colors. We have some leopards here, and even though it definitely is that brown green, it just looks totally different. All right, this one almost has like a rust maroon undertone to it in the brown. It's so pretty. It's just so fun. And this is how the kits come packaged. They're going to be in a bag with a tag on it that tells you what it is. That way, if it takes you a little bit to get to it, it's no big deal, because you're going to know what you got and what it belongs to, and it'll look cute in your sewing room until you're ready to get to it. All right, this is the last of the new ones. This one is very feminine. This is Lily Put from Art Gallery Fabrics. It is really, really pretty. This is your background. It has a little bit more color in it, but it definitely is contrasting really well with all of our focus prints. Then we have got this little, it looks like a tree with no leaves. Then we have some strawberries that are purple and white, a little bit unexpected. And then this floral, which ties in really nicely with the purples, and then also with the blues that are coming next. So this one is really very geometric. And then we have more of a calmer blue there to give your eye a place to rest. So really pretty. It's called Lily Put from Art Gallery Fabrics. And again, we have yardage for all of these as well, so you can get coordinating backing fabric. The kit comes with everything for your top and your binding, no matter which variation you get, but you can always get matching backing fabric as well. I believe you need about 4 or 4.25 yards, but it says on the pattern, which you can get for free. And once you download that, we'll send you the 20% off coupon code that you can use on your purchase. So you can save on your beginner notions, your kit, your coordinating fabric. If you want to add borders or backing, you can do that. All right, this is the one we were able to bring back in stock. This is Forest Fable from Figo Fabrics. It's so pretty. It's like modern Northwoods. I never knew there was such a thing until we saw this collection, but it's really pretty. This is like a burlap texture, but a nice teal design. And then we have the owls printed on that. I love a good owl. This one looks very Southwest to me, a little bit darker teal. Then this one's pretty. You kind of got to look at it this way, and we'll flip it open. You can see it looks like trees in the background. It's really gorgeous, really fun, and it brings together those different variations of teal and then the browns we're going to see in a little bit. Then we have our deeper teal, so gorgeous. And then the hero of them all, our little forest animals. We have a bear, we have a fox, we've got the owl again, little raccoon, and the mountains, of course, and then all of our forest foliage. And it just looks so good. This was gone, I think, in a day the last time we had it. So we've got enough to do about 5 or 6 more. And then I don't know if we'll be able to get more. It's a really popular collection, so it's going quickly. So make sure you check that out over at shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this week's new arrivals. I think we have a lot of really fun stuff, whether you are just getting started or you need a fast and simple project with the Tourist Tote bag or the beginner kits, the split 9-patch kits, or you just really love the outdoors. We've got that. And Tula fans, go quick because I'm not sure how long these will last. They usually go fast. We sold out of Linework really fast the last time we had it in. I don't know that they'll reprint again. And the solids are super cute. If you're a true Tula fan, you got to have it in your stash because you can always mix and match and add it in with any of her collections because they coordinate with everything. All right, well, thanks so much for following along. We're going to follow it up with more tutorials coming soon. But for now, you can check out the new arrivals, go add to your stash, and start planning that next project. Until next time, happy quilting.